So you have to follow the sidewalk, go over the bridge.
Through the woods.
To the left, over the bridge, through the woods to grandmother's house we go. All right, girls, where are we today?
Fort Monroe.
Fort Monroe. Do you want to spit out any facts to start us off?
Fort Monroe still has people currently living in it. Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And also there's many historical places, like from like the old days, like maybe like the 1980s or something. It's also probably one of the few forts still left intact from.
It is the only fort in the United States that's left intact.
Wait, what's a fort?
So this one's got a moat around it.
Wait, where is this fort from?
So the fort was constructed as part of the coastal defense strategy developed by the U.S. Army following the War of 1812.
Oh, it was in a war. So I'm gonna guess civil.
Yep, and no. So that was before the Civil War, but it was used in the Civil War, and it housed. I'm blanking. I'll have to look it up on the phone. But there is
this whole thing.
Yeah, there is a whole thing there. We will check it out.
Okay, I need to tell them something.
What? Can we get off the cannonballs? I don't think they're made for you to climb on.
Okay, so I got these shoes from my sister.
All right. Do you know what president?
Point them down to my shoes.
What president Fort Monroe was named after?
I don't know.
No?
No.
It was named after James Monroe.
I had a feeling it was James.
James Monroe.
There are too many people in the 1800s with the name James.
Yep. James Monroe was the 5th president of the United States.
James and John
I've lost them.
Are always names that you'll find very common in the 1800s. Seriously though, it won't go a day without hearing a James or John.
All right, well, let's go check out tickets.
I'm
Right.
so tall.
It says free tickets.
What?
If you're tall and come here, you gotta be careful, because, not a whole lot of clearance. We got our tickets, right?
Yes, and we see a bird.
See a bird.
You move. Hey bird, you move.
Tickets are free. You just gotta visit the visitor center here.
Mommy, I said because I noticed the
Now we're gonna head to the tour.
I think I know what the subtitle for this video should be.
What's gonna be the subtitle for this video?
Fort Monroe and bird.
And bird.
Yes.
There's probably lots of stuff here. But yeah, this moat between 3 and 5 feet is how deep this moat is.
Do you really have to
That's
go
it.
through this spooky
Between 3 and 5 feet,
Don't drop your camera.
depending on the tide. I know. Don't drop the camera in the water. Said Davis was confined at Fort Monroe for 2 years. The first charge, the assassination of President Lincoln.
And
Second charge, decided that the government will try him for treason. Third charge, mistreatment of Union prisoners was the final charge. No, I don't fit.
Just duck.
I'm tall. I'm too tall.
Duck. Mommy.
So it's built so that you could keep horses out. I guess the horse is me.
Haley, turn around. Haley.
Turn around, don't drown.
Look, and I'm pointing at you.
Hey.
Having to load it.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, I don't fit. This is the artillery. Watch my step, because I'm tall. So they'd aim it out the window there. Then it would fire. When it would fire, it'd come back. Before going back forward again. And they can move it side to side. With the rails here. And you can see the other one where it used to go when they had a gun emplacement here. The rail? Yeah, the rail's probably still under there.
Hey, sisters. Hey, sisters.
There's a Haley. What do you think, Madison?
Good.
Good?
I'm not touchy-touchy.
7152. And I just hit my head on that arch. All right, let's go catch up with the girls. What'd you,
I'm not checking all.
what'd you girls think of the museum?
It was good.
It was good?
We got our pens to work.
You guys ready to do the self-guided tour?
Let's go.
I'm just gonna write loved it. One.
Loved it?
Hated it.
I liked it. I think it's pretty cool. Next up will be the self-guided tour. All right, next stop of the tour will be Pet Cemetery. Just finished up the tour, so the gun emplacements are inside of there. Walked up the steps to the Pet Cemetery, which they stopped this practice, but used to have pets. Any service animal they'd bury here. And now we're where the top gun emplacements would have been. And arguing has persisted. That's what happens with three girls. She's the only one that cares about the dead.
How would you
The
feel
only
if I
one.
stepped on your grave? Well, I wouldn't feel anything.
As we continue our walk to wherever stop number 3 is.
If you step on a person's grave, yes or no? I think it is, because like you're stepping on a dead person's grave, you're disrespecting them. You're basically telling them, hey, you're dead, you don't matter anymore.
And they've been honored because they have gravestones.
Man. Yep. On our way to stop number 3 on the self-guided tour at Fort Monroe.
So while we were inside of the fort, it did have a little section about the shackling of Jefferson Davis. But I will probably ask Jeffrey to put this somewhere in the video. They did give us this paper with all the words on it. I will not read it aloud because it is very long. It has even more to it on the inside, but hopefully Jeffrey will put this in the video for you all to just read and learn a little more about the shackling of Jefferson Davis, why he was shackled, and kind of who he was before. So
Yep, and he plotted the assassination attempt on Abraham Lincoln, right?
So it says.
Allegedly.
So. It's not, like, sure they may have jumped to conclusions a little bit with that, but right now, all we know from U.S. history is that Davis planned the assassination on Lincoln. So,
Okay, I'll treat you that way.
hopefully, you'll get to read this somewhere in the video or down below.
Okay, maybe when we get home, I'll hold the video over it so that people can read it as you're talking. I'll do a side by side. Cool? All right. So as we're walking up here, you can see that used to say Jefferson Davis Memorial Park, but it does not say it anymore.
Hey, y'all! What was this meant to be used for?
So it used to say Jefferson Davis Memorial Park.
Why did it come down?
I think I'll have to do some reading.
Does it come as a historian?
No, I think I know why they took it down, but I want to read
Make sure.
to make sure. At the very top here, I think you can see the lighthouse.
I can't see it.
Is that the lighthouse? Or
I think a fake one.
like a little lighthouse?
A little fake one.
I can't see it.
I see
I
it.
think that's got a real lamp in it.
I think I would be able to.
Yeah, it's on a private residence though. Yep, so we've made it to quarters number 1. And Wendy was just telling the kids this is the house that Abraham Lincoln stayed in during his visit, May 6th through 11th, 1862. It was here that President Lincoln, General Wool, and Commodore Goldsborough planned the attack on Norfolk, Virginia, back in
Lincoln
1862.
stayed during his visit of May 6th, 11th,
1862 with some sass.
It was here that President Lincoln, General. Well, I don't.
Yeah, I didn't know how to say his name either.
Wool and
Wool.
Commander.
And
Commodore.
Commander
Commodore?
Commodore.
Okay, Commodore
planted
Goldsborough
this attic on.
planned the attack
on the
on Norfolk.
Norfolk, Virginia.
I want to see what's so bad what's on the inside, but they have to read. They have to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, and it looks like they are in the process of restoring it.
Because they already fixed the door.
Oh,
The way to get in here is really cool. You got to come through this one-way bridge tunnel, one-way bridge tunnel.
That's very small.
It is very small.
Oh, the bushes are.
Quarters house number 1.
The door has been restored. That's almost all that's been restored.
Historic preservation
Yep.
work in progress.
They're working on
So as soon as this is out, we can
restoring this house.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe they'll do tours.
That'll be really cool.
Pretty cool, huh?
A grand staircase, huh?
Unfortunately, we have lost the trail of the historic Fort Monroe walking tour. So we'll probably have to do a separate video when we actually know the different spots of the walking tour. So I think I'm going to wrap up this video.
There was a replica in the museum. That
Oh, and I
someone
need to tell you
didn't look
something.
at.
I need to tell you something. So
You need to tell me
walked
something?
I walked up to this tree trunk and I found a duck.
Okay,
Just in
we'll
the
flip the
tree
camera around.
trunk, trying to lay an egg.
She found a duck.
Trying to lay an egg. It saw me. I was like, oh God. I will let you do your thing if I just go away. You can lay your eggs, let nature do its thing. And if you ever see eggs or a duck laying its eggs or eggs by itself, leave it alone. If you touch it, the duck will never come back because it has your scent all over it. So it won't smell like her ducks.
Okay.
So never
But-
touch any ducks.
We did get to see some cool things today. We got to check out 2 museums. We got to see the cell that, what was his name?
Jefferson Davis.
The cell that Jefferson Davis was in.
Because he traded.
We got to see
He betrayed the U.S. even
lots
though
of
he was
old buildings
he was the president, but he betrayed the U.S.
left over from Fort Monroe. And we got to see where Lincoln stayed in the quarters house number 1 that is currently being renovated. So a pretty cool trip, all in all. Like I said, we'll definitely have to come back as they're leaving me behind here. Hey girls, you got anything to say before we wrap this video up?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
I just want to say that this place is a very good place to visit, but I'd suggest bringing good walking shoes because one, there are like screws and stuff everywhere, and also they may not let you in the museum if you have flip-flops.
Okay, good advice.
And one more thing. That's about CF. If you have CF and you're watching this, if you are drinking if you're a chocolate liker, if you like chocolate and you're sick of vanilla and all that, and you're sick of something that's so creamy, try the chocolate Pediasure. It saved my life.
Yep, so
I'm
Haley
drinking like 4 of them a day now.
has tried
Pediasure like 1 time a day or 0 times a day.
Haley has tried chocolate Pediasure,
And I like
a
it.
different kind, and she likes it.
I don't like the vanilla. It's too creamy. If
All
you're
right.
sick of the vanilla, try chocolate.
Here's a tip for those of you who like milkshakes and you have CF or you just like Pediasures. You can take 2 scoops of ice cream, depending on the flavor of Pediasure you have, put it in the blender with a can of Pediasure, and you can get a Pediasure milkshake. According to Haley, it may not smell that good, but it tastes very delicious.
All right.
Good, but not that good. That's it. Like, it's really into you guys.
There we go. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you like the content that we create, consider hitting that like button and subscribing
And
to
if
show
you're
support.
A sister, be a nice sister, because like my sister lends down her shoes to me.
Yes.
Look at these brilliant
Yep.
shoes.
It's
They're
good to
nice.
it's good to share. It's good to
And
share.
I
Look, we've
still-
made it. That's the park we passed when we drove in.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like we've done a complete circle around Fort Monroe. Next trip will be more organized because our little Madison up there, I'm sure her feet are beginning to hurt.
I was like,
Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you
Mom and Dad,
next time.
we still need to go to Skechers because I still need tie shoes.
Skechers for what?
Tie shoes.
Tie shoes.
Tide shoes, lace shoes.
Oh, laces?
Yeah.
Shoes with laces?
Yeah.
Okay.
The laces are very good.
Trendy. Okay.
So